Usually that's the doctors basically, they'll come and do them. If we had to call them every time, stop them working from wherever they are and come for every event, it will just take longer. This is the boss man. Because if I spend this money and then I don't follow, then what's the point? No point. And this is a project that I'm gonna try to get my foot in. If I don't hear soon from them, I'm gonna go visit them again, you know, because that's how we do it. I was wondering, scratching my head, looking at where we have 1 meter wall. 2 different companies ordering 2 different materials. They'll never match that flashing. So yeah, that's way too close. So I don't know what we're gonna have to do. But what they'll do is they'll just keep messaging you all the time or calling you that they can't do this, they can't do that. 122 Bath Road. We are back, obviously. As you can see, the stuff we have to do here, notching and cutting little pieces of standing seam. So me and Victor, we are obviously getting this done now. He's putting 1 bracket. I'm gonna help him here put this, and then yeah, we have 1 balcony to avoid with these brackets, which are absolute nightmare and is delaying everything. And yeah, we're trying to push it. The good thing is we adapt. So obviously we are ganky on that wall where we should have been finished last week. Today is Monday, and yeah, we haven't finished it, but we'll try as quick as possible today to overcome that last balcony. But what I mean by adapting, over there behind me, the return wall, the lads are finishing with those panels, and then they have another small wall of panels to get. The delivery is here for the last elevation, 4th elevation, and we're gonna jump over there and start doing basic insulation. We have already started last week putting the top cuts, which we should have started today, but obviously, you know, delayed here, so we're trying to make up time for another elevation. We've got top cuts installed quite a lot, so we're gonna get with isolation, getting ahead there, and yeah, finish this wall. But yeah, this wall, it just took so long, and luckily the last elevation, it has, I think, 4 or 5 balconies. It's not that many, so most of it will be straightforward work. It should go well and quick, but yeah, we'll go from there. On top of the brackets, we gotta deal with these vents, because now usually that's the doctors basically, they'll come and do them. But if we had to call them every time, stop them working from wherever they are and come for every event, it would just take longer. So we asked them politely to give it to us, and every time we come to a vent, once we notch the panel and everything, we put the vent, and then we notch the panel and stuff like that, as Victor is doing right now. Get this vent. Obviously they instructed us to secure them with 1 fixing each side here, because they're 3 pieces. You have 1, 2, 3 pieces. So yeah, he's fixing them right now. Yeah, getting them secured. We'll stick it into there, and they should come flush with the panels as this one. This one obviously is not painted because they didn't have them painted yet, but we couldn't wait because we can't stop the progress. Obviously this elevation is taking longer than it should. So yeah, we've notch this around. Later obviously we can rivet it, because we have where to rivet here around, so we can make sure that the sheets stay nicely and stuff like that. That's how we discussed with the client. It's the only way to overcome them. And yeah, getting all this now, and on the last balcony, as you can see, yeah, that's the delivery for that elevation, half the elevation to about that recess of the wall. And then the other half will be another 2 weeks, but we have started with the top cuts. So all these top cuts have been installed, the gauze been installed and everything, both windows gauze installed. So we're gonna load them over there, and we're gonna split the insulation along this scaffold so we can release there, because you can see we don't have much space on site. So we need to get basically as much as possible here on the scaffold so we can begin with this elevation. Tomorrow my job is actually to get all this insulation onto the loading bay over there and transfer it here, so I don't stop the boys of cracking on with the standing seams on that elevation. I want that elevation by tomorrow to be completed. That elevation along here, the return, and then it's a little bit at the top on the last wall over there. And yeah, I don't want to take the boys from there. I want them to crack on, so I'm going to get all the insulation laid here along the scaffold like that, so we can release some area down there. And yeah, moving on with the 4th elevation, which is the biggest elevation though. At the beginning, as you can see, there is no balcony, so that should go quick, should go easy. There is no notching. We have vents though. We still have vents. Pretty much every apartment has a vent. 2 vents per apartment, or 1, I don't know how many there. But yeah, we got vents, but the vents are not the biggest issue. They're going quick. We notch them quite quickly. It's the brackets that's the issue. It's slowing down everything. But yeah, we're going from there. All right, so I distributed all these 50mm insulation along here. We've got top hats distributed and then some flashings as well. So for that massive elevation, which is the last elevation, I still have one pallet there, but there is no more space to distribute it. I think that's pretty much enough. So we've got insulation everywhere along, and we even started installing some of the insulation in between the top hats. So this bloody thing took, Victor, what did it take? 4 days to get this done around these brackets? About 4 days? 4 days to get obviously from the top all the way down to avoid to these brackets. And the boys on the other side, obviously where there is no brackets, as you can see, the same height of a wall, they've done from down there all the way to the top, this, and they're completing that elevation as well in like 2 days. Like, how mad is that? Just because of a bracket. Obviously they had to cut 2 vents here, but like, yeah, that elevation and the elevation above, 2 days compare to 4 days, 2 people doing around the brackets, notching. Like, anyway, it looks mad, it looks good. We're kind of almost finishing, so today hopefully we're gonna get that end of the wall there, and I'll go see the boys on the other side finishing the roof. You're probably already thinking that, Vince, you're just holding a camera all day or whatnot. Mate, look at this. Like, I'm working, I'm helping with the lads, programming everything, sorting out the materials, checking materials when they arrive, if we have everything. So when they go along and start a new elevation, they don't stop. Like, if there's any problems, I'll go basically beforehand on the elevation that they do to start. I'll check it over and I'll basically find out if there's any issues. I'll solve them on time with the site manager, make the decisions, what's the best solution for the issue, and go from there. So the boys, when they start, just crack on, yeah? So let's go see the boys over there. We've got one flashing here. I found that got delivered with the new delivery, which is for that window here. So we're gonna get this slab as well. And yeah, this is the very first wall elevation that we've done. We didn't have that flashing. No, actually, correction. We had that flashing, but what they have done is they've measured the width of the window. So the flashing was from the width of the window, and it wouldn't look nice if we put the jump down up to here. As you can see, look how the flashing is. Like, if you put that flashing, just bear with me 1 second, because one-handed, it wouldn't look nice if you put the jump down. The flashing needs to go overhang the jump. So yeah, now we have it. Pedro is the best one for this. He's gonna get it done. Let's see what Oleg is doing over there. This now, so one more sheet to cut. Obviously we were waiting for the single ply roof, that wasn't finished, and then our sheet obviously comes along here down to about there. And there was a massive gap here, so we couldn't actually finish the sheets because the water will be going there. So now we have a 200mm single ply which we can overlap, and yeah, he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay over the valley. Then we've got the ridge flashing, which is over there. We get the ridge flashing, and that's it. 100%, every single roof completed. Oleg, good?
Yeah.
Yes, brother. Oleg, by the way, is a big unit. He is an absolute monster. Look at the size of him. He is huge, huge. Pedro, the best with the flashings. Check out Pedro. Pedro, by the way, he's the best with doing flashings and bodging and stuff like that. Like, he's yeah, he's doing a good job with flashings. He's the best with flashing. Like check it out. Like the cuts and the stuff of the flashing that he's done. Come on. Yeah. Pedro is the best. Yeah, that's the last slope done, nicely cut. Obviously, that's a good job. They've put that slab because there is a butyl underneath this standing seam, so that will hold it until it dries up a little bit. Obviously butyl doesn't dry, but still you kind of straighten it up, and yeah, it will stay stable. This flashing, obviously we're gonna get it up to here only, and later when they strip that scaffold, brickies do them wall, we come with our panels, finish the panel up to the brick wall, and then we're gonna continue that flashing down there. So let's go see down there the boys with the small return wall that I explained you earlier we're doing. Victor, this is pretty close, huh? Did they build the brick wall too far out or something? I mean, I like it. It's actually not that bad, yeah. It's pretty good. But the best part is we have finally overcome all the balcony brackets, which means we are on a straight line now where we can start with these panels, which will take us very short time to get them done. But yeah, all the balcony brackets up there, we have overcome them, and yeah, finally it's done, and we can crack on now. Every force that we have on this job, on the last elevation, which is the biggest elevation of this job. Obviously we have around the windows that I explained some claddings that we need to do, but this is basically is going to be at the very end. It's not a lot, it's a lot of bends and curves and returns and flashings and stuff like that. But anyway, now we can focus on this massive elevation. But yeah, this is done and it looks absolutely amazing. Obviously the boys have done the retainers here, needs to be fixed, and we need to put just the pieces that we need to cut, rivet them around, butyl, flat plate here from the offcut panels, get this done. Yeah, we're gonna get one boy, probably is gonna be Pedro. Pedro is the best with flashings and cuttings, so yeah, we're gonna get all this covered up. Obviously this was the very first what we've done here. It looks good. Today I just drove down from that road, Bath Road, and I turned over there and I was looking at it. It looks mint, it looks really good. So yeah, the brickies are going with that brick. We've got a lot of panels, by the way, here along these windows, down there, and on the return here. So yeah, this is all standing seams on all these windows is here, all window base here, projecting windows is all panels. So yeah, I think that's going to be the last one when the scaffold start coming down. All right, as you know, we have two projects in Bristol, so I'm going to pop out now to see Craig and see where we are and what we are doing. I also need to go to Screwfix, collect some drill bits for the lads on the project that I am. I've recently started organizing my life because I've realized I'm a very disorganized person. All the time I'm be keeping everything in my head, and like half a year ago that wasn't the problem because it was not so much I was doing, it was just basically construction and that's it. Like I get to the client, speak to them, get the quote, price the job, go on the job, do the job. There was no social media so much, I wasn't involved in so much social media side of the business. But now because I'm getting contacted so much from different business owners, manufacturers, business owners of tech companies, software company developers and stuff like that they want to work with me and advertise them product and stuff like that. So it's becoming a lot, and it's very difficult for me to track. And I'm also thinking of joining a mentorship with Joe Car Academy, and to do that I realize if I pay that amount of money, I don't think I'm gonna do good. I'm just gonna waste my money, because even though I'm sure they're awesome people, because I already had a meeting with them, they're amazing people, and they're people that I want to be around with and all the community there. I've never followed a spreadsheet, I never follow any dashboard or anything like that. So what I'm trying to do now is I basically open account at Notion, and I built a simple dashboard so I can do the exercise of following some small system for a certain time of period before I committed for something more serious, you know. So yeah, I'm doing that now, and yeah, it's already been like 3 days. It's better. So I have a dashboard where I open everything every morning, and I check my tasks, what content I should be posting. Then on Friday, and every Friday I basically come with ideas for different content for the next week, for the task for the next week, for deliveries, for meetings and stuff like that. It just became so much that I started forgetting what I have done the previous week. So now that I'm doing that, I'm gonna try to be committed and follow a system. To be honest, I've never followed a system because it was giving me anxiety. Just the fact that I will write everything down in front of me and I look at it, and if I see so many tasks that I have to do, even though I'm doing them on a daily basis, but I do them on like whatever comes first to my mind, and then I just start doing it. It was okay for some time, but then it just became so much. So now it gives me anxiety when I see so many tasks in one place, and I'm like, oh my god, what I have to do, how I'm gonna do this, like this is in one day I'm gonna do that. Like if you start looking back how many things I was doing before. But yeah, I'm trying to be more organized now, because I also want every Sunday 6 p.m. you guys getting some content. I also level up the content as well on YouTube, on TikTok and everything. So yeah, I want to be more focused on that. I want to travel the country and visit all the manufacturers, do documentary movies about them, do advertisement for them products that they develop, the engineering behind it and stuff like that. Because I think that that's something that's missing in the construction industry. We all the time we just receive a box of fixings and we don't think about it, or you receive a pallet of panels. You just think it's like a machine, and on a computer you type down, okay, you want this size of a panel. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. The moment I visit Fix Fast and I spend a day with these people, honestly, it changes my perspective completely of what actually is going on in this facility. So yeah, that's I'm buzzing for it, and I've got a lot of people that are contacting me, and I have a lot of manufacturers that I need to visit, so I'm planning that. That's also on the dashboard at Motion, so we go for there. Let's go see Craig. Yes, Jakey, how is it, bro? Yeah, man, just came to see Mr. Craig.
Oh, Mr. Craig.
How are you, bro?
Good, mate.
You good?
Yeah, good. How you getting on?
Yeah, not bad.
Oh.
Yes, Pee-wee.
You meant be working up the fucking level fucking thing.
This is the boss man.
Stop taking pictures.
This is the boss man, Billy.
Stop taking pictures.
Billy is the top man, and I love Billy. Everybody loves Billy.
Basil's there. I need my men up. What?
What's going on? Yeah, that's your coffee, dude.
Thank you very much.
I almost finished mine.
You're the best boss, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, man.
Do you want me to buy you and everyone?
No. I need to go to Screwfix to get some 7mm metal drill bits. 7. It's 20 quid.
We might have some car here.
Nah, I'm gonna go get from Screwfix though. How is it? I saw Billy. Mr. Bewe. I was asking him, you got materials now? Because the boys have been waiting for materials a lot and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, there's some coming today. And I'm like, what, the fire brake? Because I was searching fire brake around the whole town of Bristol, mate. And
It's always coming today.
he's always coming today, yeah. Yeah. It looks good though, the cladding there. From here, it looks
Doesn't it?
It looks very, yeah, the lines are matching very cool, like, it's alright.
That's because we done it.
Yeah, I know, yeah, that's it, that's that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Hey,
bad.
it's terrible weather, huh?
Yesterday.
Did you see the lightning yesterday? Mate, on the motorway, I was driving on the motorway and it just suddenly became completely pitch dark, yeah? Like the sky came to the floor. And then lightnings everywhere. The motorway, it was like 5 minutes, but the motorway became completely flooded. Traffic stopped. Crazy, man,
Yeah,
crazy.
it just piss tank basically for the last hour of today.
Yeah, it's been bad, mate, yeah, yesterday, today, yeah.
And then this morning it decided to rain an hour before we started and
Yeah.
got everything wet.
I'm going to look at 2 jobs for massive facades.
Okay.
They start in end of, wait, what we're now, April?
Yeah.
End of May,
Okay.
beginning of June, maybe. So we might split the gangs like between curtain walling and Messi. There is one small, which is, but then after that it starts the other one, which is like 10 weeks or something like that.
We've got, I don't know, curtain wall. Probably need me, Rick, Jake, Mason.
Yeah, and then the other lads, well, we will see how it is because it needs to be somebody to supervise them. I mean, you're going to be in between the jobs, bro. That's your
Yeah.
fucking job. Come, keep track of shit.
It's needed there.
Yeah, I need done, mate. I need done. I need to follow
some order.
I need some order. I need some order. But yeah, I said before I join any mentorship, if I'm gonna pay that amount of money, I need to get on the habit of tracking something and following something. Because if I spend this money and then I don't follow, then what's the point?
There's no point.
No point.
Just a waste of money, then.
Waste of money. But yeah, we've got some jobs coming up, like all the time.
Well, yeah, by the sense of it, we'll be starting that job there before the curtain wall job.
Before the
won't it?
curtain wall job. Yeah, one of them is Smalley.
What's the name of the company out there again?
The big one.
Yeah, the curtain wall.
Fox Aluminium. Fox Aluminium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spoke to Liam yesterday.
Yeah, we did a lot for them before. I was a site manager for them as well,
Oh, was it?
back in Bristol, back in Birmingham. But yeah. Sorry about that. Some jobs I can't record actually on the job, unfortunately, because the client requires privacy. So we'll respect that. But yeah, this job is a handful of a nightmare, to be honest. Like, it's a lot going on there. Obviously, it's been a previous contractor, a long time working in here, and I've done a lot of stuff incorrect. So yeah, we're trying to push to get it done by June. This at least what the plan is at the minute. I'm gonna go to Screwfix, pick up some drill bits for the boys at Bath Road, and go back there. Gotta edit the video as well for YouTube for this Sunday, because tomorrow I'm actually not on site. I've got other stuff that I need to do. But yeah, and we'll go from there. Oh, look at this. This is a job that I've completed not long ago. It's a beast of a job. See all these fins on the side of the balconies? Those were lifted up with the crane. All the balustrades, and yeah, the job was a monster. Yeah, this was a lovely job, lovely job. The soffit looks awesome. The balconies, the balustrade. I see people are moved in already. But yeah, massive project, massive project. This was a great project, He's looking amazing. He's looking amazing. That was a lot of work, 10 lads. We actually smashed it. And this is a project that I'm gonna try to get my foot in. I'll try to get this project as well. It's just across the road. And yeah, Watkin Jones. I went to visit them last week and met with the managers on site to find out who is doing the external facades or the glazing and whatnot. So yeah, I'm waiting to hear from them. If I don't hear soon from them, I'm gonna go visit them again, you know, because that's how we do it. It's just, yeah, it's just next to the project that I've already done. It just makes sense. But yeah, Screwfix just down the road. Go pick up some drill bits and go back to the job. This cost £20 from Screwfix. £20.
No.
20 pounds.
What?
5 drill bits.
No.
20 pounds. This is insane.
Yeah, cheap.
What do you mean it's cheap? It's cheap. It's cheap. 5 drill bits for 20 pounds. You know, that's a lot of money. Anyway, it is what it is. It was the last one. I've got them. Yeah, boys are smashing it here. Golf, top hats, everything cut. Going along here. Let's see what Victor is up to. What's up, Shevchenko? Listen, Dave is gonna bring you now Z bars here on the top. 20 pieces, okay? 20 pieces, my friend. Looking nice, yeah? You've been stepping on that panel. Clean it. Your dirty shoes have been on that panel. They have been on that. No. Don't be violent. Don't be violent, okay? Don't be violent. Okay, so yeah, this elevation is almost complete. What's left is they're doing the flashings. Obviously, this is the two best men for flashings because they're very tidy with flashings and how they're cutting them and doing them correctly. So yeah, we'll get flashings around here, on the top, all these. Obviously, jam flashings everywhere, corner flashing here, jam flashings. We had the internal corners sent from Euroclad, 1 meter length, 5 sheets, where they should have been 3 meter length. And it was ordered 3 meter length. I don't know why. Was the reason for sending them 1 meter. I was wondering, scratching my head, looking at where we have 1 meter wall that we can use this, and there is nowhere. Then I went to the office and I found out that they just sent them wrong. So yeah, they'll resend them. We're not gonna have enough, but yeah, we have from the another elevation 2 pieces of 3 meter that they were left, and we'll take them to use that. So we get this basically scaffold complete, and yeah, they can strike the scaffold after that. Oh, there is one more thing. Yeah, I'll show you now. So we have this window here. Obviously we have our flashing and our flashing, and our flashings were basically measured to have drip flashings only where we have a cladding and no flashing underneath the window, because the window fitters have their own flashing. So because I know from my experience and doing so many times these projects, them flashing will not match our flashing. So what I decided to do with the client is, we're gonna order a couple of more pieces of this, but without that upstand, just with the bend here, a bit longer than that one. And basically we're gonna have this and that. Once they install them flashing on the top here, we're gonna put on them flashing with 2 rivets on the top and here. We're gonna make obviously some butt straps, and we're gonna join and make a continuous flashing so it looks all nice and yeah, and tidy. But yeah, because that's usually the parts where they've never thought about it, and yeah, it's 2 different companies ordering 2 different materials. They'll never match that flashing. It's, I don't know what the reason is. I don't know how the designers can't get this right. It's every single job. It's basically like that. So yeah, we're gonna get this done. Okay, I come to have a look at this location where we have to do some standing seam. Obviously, in the later days, this is gonna be probably the last. We've got all the way down projecting windows like that, and we have standing seam along here on the top and on the side all the way down, and they're like 3 floors down. But I'm looking at these vertical poles. They're too close to the building everywhere. So I need to figure out. Yeah, we have a cavity of 255 millimeter. So yeah, that's way too close. So I don't know what we're gonna have to do, but I think we need to think of adapting this scaffold. So obviously there is a lift coming up now here, all the way for the brickies to have somewhere to walk and build that wall here in between all the balustrades that's gonna be. But yeah, after they start stripping it, they're gonna have to move this, strip it down, adapt it to something. I don't know, we need to discuss something and do it, but yeah, we'll get it done. Yeah, so you see, it's a lot actually going on. So that's why I'm basically here, and Craig, obviously, Stevens is on the other job. We need to have somebody like me and Craig basically running everything like that, because you would like the boys basically to be focused on installing and not stopping for anything. You would like to go ahead, solve every problem, any adaptations, anything that will be on your way to get it sorted. If some traders haven't complete something, you need to get them on the board and start completing what they have to complete before we come on this elevation. Because if you don't do that and you send your laborers on site basically without supervision, what they'll do is they'll just keep messaging you all the time or calling you that they can't do this, they can't do that. And then it just is becoming a big snowball all the time, rolling and rolling and rolling, and nothing ever gets done. And then you get stripped up and you don't make any money. So in order to get money, you need to have somebody dedicated who can go around and make sure all the problems have been resolved and whatever it might be. So you got your lads with the tools just installing on the wall without stopping. You know what? I think it's been a while since I have shown you some drone footage. So why don't we roll up the drone in the air? I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We had a lot to overcome. Obviously, we are on the very last elevation, which is the biggest elevation. I mean, we have the windows right at the front on Bath Road. But yeah, we're cracking on now finally with this elevation. We've got Victor and Peter doing the flashings on that nightmare of elevation down there where is the jam boxes. So that's going to come up on the next week video. But yeah, if you enjoy what you see, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you like this video, and I'll see you on the next episode.